What's up, beautiful people? Today we're going to be checking out EU wants Africa over Putin's promises or Putin's grain promises. Well, last video, I think a few videos ago, we saw Putin had promised African countries, over six African countries, 15 to 25 tons of grains. Well, we're going to see why EU is warning Africa. Let's check it out.
And Foreign Policy Chief Joseph Borrell is telling African countries to say no to Moscow, to say no to Russia wanting to give them grain and support when it comes to food. This is his warning to African countries that are being offered grain by Russia. He urged them to speak with a clear and unified voice to push Russia to return to a deal that allowed the safe Black Sea export of Ukraine grain and to stop targeting Ukrainians' agriculture infrastructure. As the world deals...
Seems the South African president has said the same thing to Macron in one of the meetings. Said instead of giving us free products or free food, that the Black Sea should be opened.
With disrupted supplies and higher prices, Russia is now approaching vulnerable countries with bilateral offers of grain shipments at discounted prices, pretending to solve a problem it created itself. This is a cynical policy of deliberately using food as a weapon to create new dependencies by exacerbating economic vulnerabilities and global food insecurity. That's what EU's foreign policy chief Joseph Borrell said.
Do you think Putin is doing this? Is this Putin's plan? A lot of people would disagree with that.
There's some truth to that. I'll give him that, because I always say African countries should not be dependent on the West as well as Russia or China. We might need to have good relationships with these countries, but we should never be dependent on them.
That's true.
Dependency-wise, okay, I'll give him that. But this is the same Joseph Borrell that was telling Africans that we are dumb and we can't make our own decisions. This is the same Joseph Borrell that was saying that Europe is a garden and the rest of the world is a jungle and we need to protect ourselves from the jungle. This is the same Joseph Borrell that was calling Malian youth that they don't know any better. That's why they're supporting Russia. It's not because they know exactly what they're doing. It's just because they don't know. This is the same guy that is now again telling African countries not to do something because they don't know what they're doing and they don't know the consequences of their action. Let me show you some of his past racist videos. We'll come back.
Europe is a garden.
Past racist videos.
Their action. Let me show you some of his past racist videos. We'll come back.
Europe is a garden. We have built a garden. The rest of the world, and you know very well, Federica, is not exactly a garden. The rest of the world, most of the rest of the world, is a jungle. And the jungle could invade the garden. And the gardeners should take care of it. The jungle has a strong growth capacity, and the world will never be high enough in order to protect the garden. The gardeners have to go to the jungle.
But Russia is able to deflect blame, twist reality, and to find an audience in some part of the world. I've seen in the TV screens these African young people on the streets of Bamako with a billboard saying, "Putin, thanks, you have saved the Donbass, and now you will save us." It's really shocking. Well, you can consider these people don't know where the Donbass is. Maybe they don't even know who is Putin, but they are getting mobilized on the streets.
So that's under the assumption that they're stupid?
And I see in some capital of a country who is a candidate to become member of the European Union. You don't have to go to Bamako, you have to go to the Balkans. And you will see in the Balkans, thanks, happy birthday, Mr. Putin.
So considering he's been racist toward Africans and he's called us dumb in so many words, it's kind of hard to listen to him and actually internalize it, because he doesn't believe that we can understand and comprehend what's going on in the world. He thinks African countries should only deal with European countries or the West, and he thinks just because people might think Russia is a better ally or China is a better ally, they are dumb to do that, or they don't know any better for them to think that way. So this man thinks very little of us, and now he expects us to listen to him and to say no to Russia when they're offering grain and they want to forgive $23 billion of debt. I don't know who he thinks we are, but I doubt any African leader will listen to him. Anyways, fam, let us know down below.
Yeah, that's crazy. Russia is forgiving $23 billion in debt. I think I heard they had already forgiven like $30 billion in debt, and they are giving free food and all these things. The comments you make is to say they don't know anything, which would mean they are stupid. That's how I see it. You're not even trying to match. Okay, let's say you think Putin is harming these people, right? How would you address it? Like, okay, since these people think Putin is helping them, let's present them with an offer and make it like my offer against Putin's offer. But no, you're just like, don't accept it. Putin is doing this. Putin is doing that. It doesn't make any sense. And I don't know why these people always assume Africans don't know what they're doing, or African leaders don't know what they're doing. So it's like in every conversation, there's always the assumption that Africans don't know what they're doing or who they're in play with, or their relationship with Putin is very evil. Let me know what you think about that video. An interesting one again by Africa Diaspora channel. If you want, I'll put the link to the channel in the description so you can go check them out. Smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a very wonderful day. Peace.